I want to do another video. This one is going to be on um, transgender bathrooms. I was watching a video of transgender people going into women's bathrooms. I talked about this a little bit and how I'm against transgender people in bathrooms. This story has to do with, I guess, a predator of some sort who exposed himself to uh, women in bathroom or something. I saw it on the Abba and Preach video. It's a trans woman who used the women's bathroom. And what stuck out to me that they pointed out was, transgender bathrooms and transgender women going into our bathrooms is definitely, in my opinion, a woman's rights issue. Because, you see, men are not affected by anyone going into their bathrooms. They really don't care. I mean, like, if a woman goes in the bathroom, they're not really going to care that much. A trans man going in the bathroom is probably not going to bother them. I think maybe the trans man might be bothered more than them if, anything went wrong in that situation. The trans man would have more to lose than a cis man, a biological man. The opposite is the case for someone who is a trans woman versus a woman. We all know physically who has more strength. It's a trans woman, obviously, on so many levels. And I think a lot of the time people like to try to ignore the fact that, it puts women at risk when we let anyone go into the bathroom just if they feel like it, basically. Because no one can tell who's actually trans and who's not. So it's like that's why I always thought this was stupid. Because people will say, "Oh, if you're wearing this or wearing that," but anyone who is trans is not specifically because of what they wear or what they do, but actually more to do with the alignment in their mind and their brain as opposed to their physical body. That's what transgender means. You can do all the things transgender people do and still not be trans. There are plenty of people who are detransitioners, for example, and they were never trans to begin with, or at least they claim they were never trans to begin with. So if people can actually go through the whole trans woman process and not even be trans, and it could be a mistake. They're not really trying to, be perpetrators of some kind of odious crime or anything or offense. What they're trying to do is, find themselves and whatever, something went wrong. But if they can have a mistake and be going through the same transition as a trans woman, then you do understand that someone who knows they're not trans can literally do basically much of the things trans people, trans women do. Someone could dress up as a woman and be convincingly a woman without being a trans woman. It's just what it is. And like I said before, with trans women, we are basically trying to rely on their decency to not, you know, victimize women because they have the strength to do so. Some people that try and claim trans women don't have as much of a desire to, go after women and victimize women. That's not true completely, in my opinion, compared to other men, because, like I've said before, trans women have the strength to overpower a woman. And then on top of it, trans women have the desire to basically, they orientate towards women. Trans women are attracted to women, I think 60% of the time, or something of that nature. There are more lesbian trans women than there are straight trans women. People love to associate trans women with gay men, and that's why they associate trans women with preferring men. But that's not true. It's just a stereotype. So that's basically what I'm saying here is that, we are trying to basically depend on their decency, not to use their power to overcome us and victimize us. When we allow them, there's no way to tell if this person is trans to begin with, or if someone is actually a man who is just saying they're trans, so then they can get away with whatever they want to do. So that's basically all I have to say on that. It's just that I think that people need to be more of the mindset to, understand that women are at risk when we have no understanding for women in this predicament. And this is normal when a man is not affected by an issue, but a woman is. They often try to imply it's not a big deal because they don't have to deal with it themselves. They aren't at risk. And so then they can't relate. That's why the bathroom issue, in my perspective, basically is why a lot of men don't understand it and, just shrug it off as not a really big issue. Some women, obviously stand up for trans women using the bathroom because they don't understand. They don't understand that they're at risk. Secondarily, they don't they don't really feel that they would be received well if they actually express their concerns. And thirdly, because they don't really pay attention, they associate trans women more with the gay community, more so. And when you do that, it implies that these women have no interest in other women. And so you would think if they have no interest in other women, then of course you would think maybe there's not much of a risk here. But gay men are nothing similar to trans women, and most trans women aren't attracted to men completely. There's a majority of lesbian trans women as opposed to straight trans women. So, in the end, I just feel like these people don't understand the whole ramifications of it. And that's why I'm basically against the bathroom. I'm against transgender people being in our bathrooms. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Bye.